Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. Today will be December 25th of 2023, and we are going on. The things are moving. And what we're talking about here, it's that today the moon is going to be moving through Gemini, but when it moves through Gemini, it's going to be opposing everything that we haven't Sag in the surroundings. This is gonna be kind of like a little bit more energy of opposing these masculine energies, and at the same time, be mindful the Mercury retrograde. It's there. This is usually the time where the communications there, the intuitions, the wrong visions, the wrong situations comes out in the play, and especially that the Mercury retrograde and Mars, they are in conflict with the visions and visionary situations. This is usually the time when the things are going to get hectic. So that is what overall the energy will be. Be mindful about these intuitions. Be mindful about the duality, because the moon, it's not going to have any other aspect. All right, so here is your chart up here. As you see it on your screen, the moon, it's going to be opposing everything in Sag. That's going to be at 7 o'clock. Otherwise, the energy is pretty much, it's going to be pretty much the same as has been in the past few days. But this attention is going to be increased here, since the moon, since it's going to be moving forward. She's going to be comes in here and opposing Mars and activating all these energies, really not in a good mood. So, talking about this in the next hour, which is then going to be at 8 o'clock, you're going to see that the midheaven goes to Scorpio. Um, you need to change, you need to develop something, right? It's always about developing. You have to do something. That is going to be more related with Pluto. But the pressures that are going to be comes in is that the moon is going to be like, yeah, here is not good, that is not great, and so on and so on. And some of you, it's not going to like this type of situations that it's going to be comes in. So it's good that this opposition is breaking it up here between the moon um, and Mars, that it's going to be actually leading by the ascendant. But when the moon it's going to be moving throughout the day, that energy is going to be kind of like a piled up, and it's going to be increased because we are going in for the full moon. All right, so talking about in the next hour, midheaven, it's going to be with Venus. You already know what is it going on with that energies. You probably learn not to push anymore, but allow the things to happen properly. Right now, midheaven, it is helping Venus with the proper vision. It is helping with the proper transformations in there. Let me explain what the transformations and coming out of the hole is. So you're going into the hole, and then you have to go ahead and create the steps. So that way, you're making the steps to come yourself out. If you're looking for somebody to get you out and so on, you're not going to be learning the lesson. If you're escaping the problems, the situations in there, and the feminine attitudes within the shadow, those things is going to be coming hunting you. They're going to hunt you the next year, and the next year, and the year after that, until you don't fix them. So if you take your time to fix them now, the next time the things is going to be just, they're not going to be charged. They're going to be understandings for you, because you already learned how to overcome the challenges. Okay. You learn how to expand. Even if it happens the next time, you will expand even more. All right. So talking about the next hour, this is going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning. Here is something that you're gonna pay attention. The moon is gonna be kind of like disappear. The energy of the intuition is kind of like what's going on, and everyone is gonna be like, "What is it going on? I don't feel anything. I don't feel this. I don't feel that. What happened with all this? What happened?" And this is what happened usually when the people get together and didn't have those feelings inside. Kind of like you're gonna feel like empty during those hours. Don't kind of like get yourself inside of you and look at it, what you have to look inside of it that you need to improve and change. The ascendant there is that Aquarius can put pressure through Jupiter. What do we have to grow? Let's make a plan. Let's make in this. Let's make in a that. And when you're making a plans without the intuitions, what happens in there? Okay, you missing the points. You're missing the things. You're missing the situations. You're missing it. This power within. But what is it? The gain in there. Okay, the gain that it's gonna be within that situations that you are going to be putting the authority, the lessons, and the growth all working together. You're gonna be seeing it from the past. You're gonna be seeing it those things that you need to be looking at and not miss looking at, but take a proper work. And that is gonna come in with Pluto being around, and Pluto that it's right now helping Venus currently, and it's connecting with Neptune, and it's connecting with the universe. That is a more beautiful position within you. So in the next hour, the masculine energies, they're gonna be challenged. You're gonna be have to be practicing this. I've been saying it in the previous days and the reports. Stay in your divine energies. Stay there. You're going to need it. Okay, this is why you're learning, this is why you're going. Right now Venus is in 24 degrees of Scorpio. She is getting into that wings as the same the Mars has this. So if you are feminine and you see the Mars, the masculine energies that been going through you, or you learn those masculine energies during when Mars was at Scorpio, right now it's going to be more easier for you. Right now, you're going to have the courage, the strength, and the power, and the trust within the divine energies. They're doing this for purposes. Purpose that you may not know, purpose that you might not see. And that is going to comes in from that midheaven, the inner work that you're like opposing the moon. It's like, what is my intuition? I'm opposing my intuition. I'm going against myself. No, you're not going against yourself. You're going against this programming from within you. So here is the next hour. Mars is begin to opposing the moon, as I said in the beginning, and that is going to put some tensions with this. I don't know where I'm going. I don't need somebody to tell me what I'm going to do. This is usually the test of interference. I'm suggesting that please don't go out and interfere within what is the people have to do, what is the situation have to be. More focus within yourself, what you need to do from within you. At the same time, midheaven is going to be connecting with the sun. That is going to put pressure on the authority within yourself. And since the ascendant is at Aries, is going to put even extra fire in the wood. So don't put more fires when the people are trying to resolve and find things. The worst thing that you can do in certain situations, especially within yourself, is put more fire into something, heated discussions or emotional situations or something that it has to be resolved. And we're talking about the next hour. That is going to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The moon is going to be with this divine energies that the work, it has to be done. It's divine work, and try to listen to divine voices instead of you putting your agendas in there. And that agenda, it is about don't create dualities. It is more about straightening out the situations. The overall, the energy is going to be good. It's going to be great. The ascendant is between Jupiter and Uranus in the material world. Basically, in the material situation, it's going to tell you after you go through this, the material world is going to be better. You have nothing to worry about it as long as you do what you're supposed to do, not create things, but learn from the things that comes in to overcome them as well. Mercury is not going to have a positive aspect. He's only have a negative aspect, so be mindful if you focus only on the negative, because focusing only on the negative brings more negative towards you. All right, so talking about that negativity in there, that's gonna rise up by the hours. within, because Mars is going forward and more approaching this 24th degree. That is that 24th degree that is going to be more squaring Neptune. And here is about it. I spoke about the Neptune. The Neptune represents the two fishes, the one on the top of the surface, the small fish that it's playful, even can come to you and plays with you. You know, when you're at the sea, you see this small sunfish. What you don't see in there is the shark down in the bottom. And that's what most of the people have failed to see underneath, to see those energies that are. What is this pressure? What is these situations? And that is going to come in from the ascendant with Saturn. You have to seek beyond your limitations. You have to broaden your visions, broaden those powers inside of you that, like, okay, this person said that, that person said that, the third person said this, what I'm feeling it with me. Then let me see my searching feelings. What did the other independent source says about that? You're gonna find out that those three people, all they had, it's probably what we call a kitchen psychology. Well, you go and you search from professional psychologists and they tell you this is what is going on, and you're like, ah, now I get it. Now I see why the people doing this, why the situations is like this. I don't have to be aggravated. Okay, you gonna find this power within yourself to search the divine truth within you. All right. So the ascendant is gonna be very close to the moon. It's opposing Mars, and that is a when usually Mars get mad. It is like, okay, what's going on with this? Why you tell me that when that's not true? Why you tell me that's not true? Why you tell me it's not true? And so on and so on and so on. And Mercury is in the same position. And now you only need, this is like, only need is just a little spark, and here is the volcanoes coming. So be mindful of your communications, the way you talk, the mindful of how you communicate with others. Just generally be looking at within yourself of what is that that you are trying to resolve. If that's a material issue, if that is a relationship issue, if that is a something that needs to be a little bit more investigated, then go ahead and investigate it. But do it with the divine, doing with patience. My personal suggestions is just go and watch some movies, as long as you can agree on what movies you should watch. All right, so in the next hour, the things are gonna be more calmed down. Of course, the steam is pulled it off in there. It's all about family. We have to learn how to get along together. Venus is gonna be a little bit more, but Venus is squaring Saturn. Limitations. I have to see why I cannot really get out of this hole yet. Why is that all? You're gonna find out after you get off of the 8th degree of Sag. So there's gonna be some another 2 weeks in there that pretty much you're gonna be under those effects there to look inside of yourself of things that you need to clean up. And there is a lot of it going on within this 2 weeks. There's going to be a lot of changes, a lot of shifts, and that is a reason because Mercury and Mars they're going to get together. They're going to get together, and what are they going to muster? Growth, possibly. All right, talking about them, there is this divine energies that it's coming from Uranus and Mars and Mercury up here. You see this divine energies. Venus is in divine energies with the moon about it, and the emotions is doing okay. The emotions are doing okay. The plans are made. All you have to do is execute it. But who has to execute it? Mars. But Mars is like, I don't know what I'm doing at right now. I'm not sure about this. I don't know. This is too much pressure. Those visions that I have, those situations that I have, and all this moon squaring, T squaring Mars right here with Neptune and specifically midheaven, that's gonna be, it's gonna make Mars undecisive. He's like, I need to know more, and he's right. Why? Because Mars is waiting for Mercury meeting so they can two talk of what the secret message is. Okay? So if you've been waiting for a message or to hear something, you're gonna know now it's not the right time to act. It's about the time to learn. And those who takes times to learn before they act, that's gonna become wise. Yeah, talking about that wisdom is going to coming in. The divine is going to tell you one way or another. You see it in your chart. This is going to be at 6 p.m. at 25th. You look at it inside of it. The midheaven, there is an Aries, is going to even put more pressure over the authority. But as you see it overall, when the things get hot, the divine interference is going to comes in for its purpose. And the purpose is one thing: family. The end of the day, it's all about the family. Family, you create the society, you create the world, the civilizations that we create. Okay? What do you create yourself first, though? All right, so things calm down a little bit. Once the time is moving, we have this midheaven with the North Node. You understand that whatever is happening right now, whatever you have to do, it has to match your destiny. And that destiny is perfectly connecting with what? With the moon, because right now the North Node, midheaven, and the moon are in divine energies with Venus. That is a power given to Venus to like keep going, keep walking, keep getting in and there, keep walking in those energies. There is these beautiful divine energies from the sun towards the ascendant. I'm gonna take in a charge. I'm gonna be the leader. The leader say, hey, let's put everyone's together. Let's put our effort together and let go together. While the boss says, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. No, 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 no. If you have a person who says, you should do this, you should do that, and you should do that, then what do? Nothing. You're just waiting everything to happen by default because you're depending on others to do it. And that can create some little bit challenges, but that is a coming the purpose of growth and transformations within you. All right, so in the next hour, those energies, ascendant is going to be squaring Uranus, and that energies again with Venus is about like, can we have enough of this? But that's not the only one thing. It's the same time the moon is putting pressures on Mars, and the masculine and the feminine energies having situations. How are you going to be handling this? It is about using your wisdom, your love, your compassion, your patience in there. Okay? Using those divine energies, they are going to be taking the lead. Otherwise, you acting on the negative energies, as I said before, you are going to be going into the pitfalls. Okay? And remember, one moment of anger can cost you thousands of moments of regrets of your time and your timeline. All right, so the next hour, if you are fixing the things, the divine is coming and tells you the universe is putting even more energies towards Mars and Mercury. Test for the masculine energies? Yes, it is. Test for the feminine energies? Yes, it is. This is about how you handling. When everything is good, everything is right. But the love is tested under pressure. Okay? When the things are go wrong. And then when the things are not flowing right or the situations are not going okay, what are you going to do? You're going to be remembering the love, the light that you're putting into the darkness to shine in bright. And that's going to come in from Neptune. That's going to be coming in from Pluto. When a Venus catching her own wings. Okay? All right, so in the next hour, midheaven is approaching Gemini and is approaching the moon. Uh, Tough situations in there. Yep, it's like the days goes like from here to there, from here to there, and you're like, what is it going on, Dio? Well, it is what it is. The journey is going on, the situations are going on, and it's all about how you are going to handling this. Be mindful about Mars. Okay, Mars is not going to have any positive aspect except his own spirituality, his own mind in there. how you are going to be trusting. This is basically you are dropping the problems, you're everyone gives you this situation and so on, and at the same time you're getting the pressure of like what are you gonna act, what are you gonna react in there. Don't blow up your fuses, don't blow up your anger, because in the next hour the things is gonna be even more hot. Yeah, and you see it how more hot they are getting. I don't have to, telling you more about this, but as I said, especially at home, because Mars, Mercury, and the Sun, they're going to be at the fourth house. In there, the seventh house is going to be a Neptune, which is going to be the relationships. The inner work is going to be connecting within the intuition, which is for some of you, that's going to be very, very heated conversations. And be mindful if you're Gemini, Virgo, Sag, or Pisces, or you have anything there within the vicinity. All right, just look at inside of yourself, continue work what you need to do, and stay just within your peace. Okay, and I'm wishing you good luck with your passing your tests, guys. All right, that's all I had for you. Be love. I'll see you in the next video.